Hello everyone, it's me Abhi Mohsen, presenting the slides on the topic Bigmart. Today I'm going to talk about the topic Bigmart. While talking about the uh, title Bigmart, uh, use of data analytics. In the first slide we have use of data analytics. For selecting location and product data, driven decision can be used to analyze customer behavior and preference of any locality. Also, as a manager, I can identify the most popular products and the times when customers are mostly likely to shop and use those information to optimize product placement and marketing campaigns. For improving productivity, I can identify areas of the business that are not performing well, enabling us to take uh, corrective action and improve overall profitability. I can also monitor and track customer feedback and complaints, identifying areas where we need to improve our customer service and product offerings. Also, I can use data analytics to identify opportunities for growth and improve the overall performance of the business. Furthermore, I can use leverage data and analytics to identify cost savings opportunities and improve operational efficiency. For identifying customer and market, I can use data analytics to benchmark the performance of the business against industry standards and competitors, and to identify customer segments and personalize marketing efforts, improving customer retention and loyalty. In the next part, we do have ethical protecting customers' information. It is our right to right. It is the right of customers to for the data privacy, but ethical concerns must be considered while when collecting and using customer data. It is crucial to ensure that customers' data is protected from unauthorized access, misuse, and breaches. As a company, we must follow data protection regulation and ensure that customer data is collected and used ethically. Talking about the first point, as a manager, I have to ensure keeping all the customers' personal information safe and protected. Sure that the information is used for the intended purposes only. Also, it is important uh, to provide customers with transparency about what data is being collected, how it will be used, and who it will be shared with. This information should be communicated in clear and understandable terms. If a situation arises when the customer's personal information is to be shared with a third party, I will make sure that it is done in transparent manner and only for legitimate purpose. It is important for me as a manager to ensure that customer data is accurate and up to date. For that, I will provide customers uh, with the opportunity to review and correct their data if needed. Also, customer data will be protected from unauthorized access, misuse, and breaches. Adequate security means measures will be implemented to prevent data breaches, and protocols should be in place for responding to a data breach if it does occur. In next part, we do have using anecdotal evidence for decision making. Anecdotal evidence can be used in decision making, but it should not be the sole basis for decision making. Anecdotal data, anecdotal, anecdotal evidence is a personal account of an experience or event, and it can be useful in understanding customer perspective and opinions. However, it may not be representative of the broader customer base. So it should be used in combination with data analytics analysis to make uh, to make info to make informed decisions. As mentioned earlier, anecdotal evidence should only be used as supplement to their uh, supplement supplement to other forms of evidence such as statistical data, market research, and customer feedback. Anecdotal evidence can be useful in situations where there is a lack of other evidence or when it provides additional context to existing data. Anecdotal evidence should be treated with caution as it is often based on personal experience or perceptions and may not be representative of the wider population or market. Anecdotal evidence should be evaluated critically, and any conclusions drawn from it should be based on multiple sources of evidence. While considering anecdotal evidence, it is important to consider the credibility of the source and whether they have any biases or vested interest in the outcome. Lastly, as a manager, it is important to communicate the limitation for anecdotal evidence to the team and to encourage them to seek out multiple sources of evidence when making decisions. And in the next part, we have legal duty of the company to protect data. Legal companies are required to comply with data protection laws and regulations such as the GDPR, CCPA, and other applicable laws in the countries where they operate. These laws requires companies to obtain consent from customers before calling their personal data to protect that data with appropriate security measure and to inform customers of how their data will be used. So as a manager, I will allow customer to access, correct, or delete certain possible places of the personal data upon request, and to report any data breaches to the relevant authorities. Also, ethically, I must protect my customers' privacy and maintain their trust by being transparent and open about their data practices and by implementing strong security measures to prevent unauthorized access to the data. As a manager, I will take steps to educate their employees about about data protection, including how to identify and report potential security breaches or incidents. Also, as a manager of Bigmart, it is important to ensure that the company is fully compliant with data protection laws and regulation, and to establish a strong culture of data protection within the organization. And educating employees will help me in this. And lastly, we have included conclusion part, in which I mentioned that with the proper of in which we can conclude that with proper use of data analysis, taking conscience about customers' data and security, use of anecdotal evidence alongside with research data and duties that Bigmat has legally and ethically in order to protect customers' data. I can play a proper role of being a manager of Bigmat. So these are my references. Thank you.